Hey everybody, I'm Steve Bertoni, joined with Josh Silverman, the CEO of Etsy. Josh, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to ask you, I want to focus on 3 questions, and these are like 3 pivotal points in your career, maybe personal, maybe with Etsy, that made all the difference.
My career has been anything but a straight line, but maybe I'd start with working for a senator straight out of college. And I worked for Bill Bradley, senator from New Jersey. And you know, when you work on the Hill, you've got to distill everything down to its absolute essence. And I think, you know, for any issue, no matter how complicated, you had to get it down to one side of one sheet of paper, the pros, the cons, and your recommendation on what to do. And I think for leaders, distilling things to the essence turns out to be super, super important. I'd then go to maybe Evite. So I co-founded a business with some amazing entrepreneurs, and we built it and got some recognition, and then the bubble happened. And everyone said, you were idiots for ever thinking that the internet was going to be a thing. And I think the contemplation that comes from riding through downturns and managing through downturns for better and worse, I think is incredibly helpful for learning. And if I had to pick a third, I mean, Etsy has been a remarkably rewarding. I love the mission of Etsy. I love the team. I love what we do. And so certainly the chance to lead Etsy in this time has been incredible. You mentioned,
again, what you learned with Senator Bradley to kind of distill down to like, okay, what really matters. And we talked about this before, like when you joined as an outside CEO at Etsy, the place was in trouble financially, culturally, you name it. What trick, like we went to that Bill Bradley trick, what was the essence of Etsy? You first started, like what focused to help the company turn it around?
Yeah, it's hard when you're in the thick of things because you get so much information, but really when you talk to customers, that's always very centering. And so Etsy used words like handmade all the time, but no one wakes up in the morning looking for something that's handmade. I want to buy something handmade and anything will do. I need to buy a gift for my mother. I need to buy something for my, for my living room. I'm inviting everyone over for Thanksgiving. And the word that our customers use over and again is special. I'm inviting everyone over to my house for Thanksgiving and I want it to feel special. I'm giving a gift to someone and I want it to feel special. Anchoring Etsy around special for those occasions in your life when it's special and the way it's special. How are we special? Because it was made just for you. It was made by hand by another human who sends it just to you, that relationship. So we organized our mission. We had a 3 or 4 paragraph long mission statement and we got it down to 3 words, keeping commerce human. And centering Etsy around keeping commerce human was very important. And then figuring out, going from the worthwhile many, all of the things that we could do that are all good ideas, to the vital few. What are the fewest things we must do in service of that mission?
What was the most contrarian decision you made as a leader that kind of surprised everyone or worked out well? You said on stage that if everyone likes your decisions, you're not making the tough choices. What was kind of the one thing that was, not your Hail Mary, but you were able to see something that surprised everybody?
I'd say the toughest decision, we had several hundred people who worked for 18 months to launch something called Etsy Studio, which was a marketplace for craft supplies. And it makes sense, actually, that people on Etsy, buyers and sellers, would be interested in craft supplies, but I didn't think we needed a whole separate marketplace doing that. I thought we could do it as part of the core of Etsy. So we had a few hundred people work for 18 months to build Etsy Studio. I joined on a Friday, it launched on Tuesday, and I shut it down that Friday. And that was very painful for the whole staff. But ultimately, I think it was the right decision.
How do you kind of make that hard decision and then keep the team motivated and steering in the same direction?
It was really hard, but I think being very transparent about how you made the decision and why you made the decision and what the larger purpose is. So first, anchoring everyone around the larger purpose that our sellers need us to be doing the things that drive their sales the most. That's the most important thing, and it's urgent right now, and that's going to require sacrifice from us. How do we measure that? We measure that by what we call gross merchandise sales, or their sales. And then saying, I'm going to be rigorous about picking the fewest things that will drive their sales today. And this project, while it's an exciting project, our own estimates suggest it's going to take 3 years before that contributes materially to our sellers' sales, and they don't have 3 years to wait. And so while it was very painful for the hundreds of people who were working at Etsy, we serve the millions of sellers who count on us every day. And in service of that larger mission, we need to accept this sacrifice.
That's perfect, Josh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.